Mike Megwe, thank you. Back there in Broadcasting House, I want you to take a moment and imagine these. You have cable cars swinging by above you. You have a Jurassic kind of a park, water parks. Wait a minute, wake up. You're not in Shanghai or New York. You're talking about Butere sub-county here in Kakamega County. That is what is expected to happen here once the Mwale Medical and Technology City is completed. What you can see behind me here is the Hamptons Hospital. Currently, you have about 400 bed capacity. You're looking at 5,000 capacities by the time this is done. In Northeast is courtesy of one man, Julius Mwale. I'm sure you've heard about him. You have watched him on TV. And this morning we have him on the set. He's going to explain to us why the choice of Butere. I mean, this man, he has visited many parts of the world. I mean, he lives in New York. And so why did he choose the sleepy village of Butere? I mean, with about 35,000 people. He's going to explain to us what transpired and what brought about this kind of a dream. Thank you very much indeed, Julius, for joining us this morning on Good Morning Kenya. First of all, help us understand what kind of a vision is this? I mean, how did you end up here?
Yes. So this vision, thank you so much, Brian, and thank you very much, everyone that is watching. Yeah, my name again is Julius Mwale. I'm the founder and the main principal for Mwale Medical and Technology City, here located in Butere, sub-county of Kakamega County. And we started this idea with a vision to transform this community. So we wanted to be able to bring amenities and infrastructure to the community so that the locals here get to experience those amenities without being ejected from their land, being able to stay here and enjoy that. And our vision was transforming this to villages around Kenya and, of course, all over the continent and all over the world. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, I mean, you see, for any investor who is banking on ROI or return on investment, I mean, you would want to invest in a place whereby you have high volume and high net worth individuals. That cannot be said of Butere village, because this is actually a village. You want to turn it into a city. Why did you settle on Butere village?
So right now you've gone around. It's already a city. It's been turned into a city, and a city is about the people. The people we have in the area, and this is a medical city. A medical city treats people. There's no high net worth, there's no low net worth when it comes to health. So health, is for the people. And this area of the Lake Region Economic Bloc in Kenya has 14 counties and has the land the size of Nairobi Metro Region, but has 16 million people. Nairobi Metro, with 4 counties of Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nairobi, has 8 million. But they have the same land like this area, which has 14 counties with 16 million people. Mm-hmm. So this is the ideal area to create a medical city, because if you want to do impact, on the population, you have to go where people are. And Nairobi region has fewer people than this Lake Region Economic Bloc, and that's why we chose this area after feasibility study.
But the beauty about the larger Nairobi metropolitan is the fact that, you're not starting from the scratch. I mean, you have proper infrastructure there, you have sewer line, you have security, you have a ready market for these. Here you have to start from scratch. You managed to put up the roads. I can see them in the background. You managed to put up the lights. And so you're starting from nowhere, and so it becomes very expensive even for an investor. That never scared you?
No. So if you look at Nairobi, for example, that you mentioned, Nairobi is maintaining what already is existing in the area. There's not an impact. If you have a vision to do significant impact to the population, big impact, you have to go where the population is. And as you've said, we came in this area. We got 5,000 acres of land, in the community, together with the community, and we were able to do 150 kilometers of roads. We put 3,000 solar streetlights in the community. We've built a hospital here that treats people now that come in for treatment with NHIF and other insurance companies with medical tourists. So we're able to attract the 16 million people in the region and the people within the larger East Africa to come in for treatment. So it's a big investment, but a smarter one, because the return on investment, it's much better here than it is in a place like Nairobi.
The last and the first time I saw you,
Yes.
was back in 2008.
Yes, yes.
At that point, you were in the tech world.
Yes, yes.
When did you change your focus
exactly.
to become a real estate kind of an investor?
Yes. No, I haven't. I'm not a real estate investor. And so I've my background, I'm someone I trained in telecommunication engineering. Yeah, so I started a tech company called SBA Technologies. And that company was based on biometrics, and I was able to change, put an impact into how people protect online, businesses and online, transactions in the world. I made money, and I brought that money to my vision. So this is what I want to leave for legacy, transforming the lives of people. My wealth is determined by how many people I get out of poverty. That's my vision. That's my wealth. Like what's my net worth? It's how many people I'm able to transform from poverty. In this location, this part of Africa, this part of Kenya, where it has a third of the population of the country, it's been neglected by investors. I was born here, I'm from here, and this is the only area that if you want to do impact with significant returns, it's an area that you have to consider for investment.
Are you still in the business of SBA Technologies?
Yeah, I'm a big investor. So I've invested into all areas of investment. I invest into technology, I invest into real estate, I invest into cities. This is not real estate. This is building medical cities and technology cities, transforming communities. If you look at this, it's a village turned into a city, and we've achieved the vision. We've already transformed this. We began here in 2014, and as you can see, we've spent billions and billions of shillings to transform the communities. And of course, we have a power plant here. It's a 10-megawatt power plant, solar power plant. We have the hospital. It is all operational here. I'm looking at the supermarket, the mall, which has been here for 7 years, operational, and it's very sustainable in this community because, we found a need and we filled that need, and that's why this is sustainable, putting an impact, to satisfy our vision.
What model are you working with here? I mean, I see a lot of, the people who come up with this kind of a concept, they prefer the build, own and then transfer model.
Yeah.
But it seems like you're inclined to the build, own and operate model.
Yeah. So yes, it's a community sustainable. So this is an integrated master economic plan. That's this model, an integrated master economic plan. So what that means is that we are coming in to integrate the community into this plan. For example, this entire area of about two county awards, for Kakamega, half of those county wards has 25,000 acres. And those are people being affected in this area. But we only have 5,000 acres. So we integrated the community. The 20,000 acres is community, 5,000 acres is us. Community is 80%, we are 20%. And that's the integrated, master development model that now can work in the billion people in Africa that live in rural areas. Yeah.
When you look at the kind of investment that you have made here, I mean, it runs into billions of shillings.
Yeah.
Is this from own revenue?
Yes.
Own source revenue?
Yeah.
Or you have partnered with other people behind the scenes who have invested here?
Yeah, so we started with a feasibility study. As I said, I was a tech pioneer. So I invested into technology. I made money from technology. The initial investment was my own, personal investments into the city. And then, of course, I was joined by other investors that now came in later to be able to get it to the level where it is now, and then continuing to expand it in 12 countries in the continent of Africa. And by the way, as we speak, we are launching this week in South America, in the countries of Guyana and Suriname. Yes.
So in terms of investment, so you're talking about a hybrid model whereby there is your percentage, then you have external other investors who have put up this. What would you classify as your investment in this?
No, so the investment, for example, we have the mall here, we have the supermarket, that's fully our investment, the hospital, that's fully our investment, the power plant, that's fully our investment, but other investors now are coming in. For example, we have a company called Inua AI, which is a Kenyan company that is setting up here in our tech park here to do 100 computers that will do a BPO to be able to train the youth, within this area. Yeah, so we have other manufacturing companies that have moved in. For example, we have the largest, company in construction, in Vietnam. It's called Wabin Air Group. So it's come in, to be able to invest in building 2,000 medical student unit apartments. Yeah, they're doing that. So those are the kind of investments we have here. So the core businesses of the city, the hospital, the shopping, the dining, the power plant, the golf, those are investments, and the roads and all the lights. But now the other supporting, businesses that come up to rely on that for other investors that are coming in to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you go to the website of Mwale Medical and Technology City, you talk about the Hamptons Hospital.
Exactly.
With a bed capacity of 5,000 people.
Exactly.
What you have now here is about 400, which is about 8.5%.
Exactly.
When do you plan to complete?
Exactly.
The rest 89 point something percent.
Exactly. No, the model for the city, the patient capacity for the hospital is 5,000, patients, to be treated in the hospital. Most of those patients are treated onto telehealth, telemedicine. Yeah, so that's the model we have. So in Western Kenya or in this part of the world, you have schools. And so we have, a model where we put a kiosk for nurses. This is called a telehealth kiosk. It's put into the school. And then instead of sending people to come into the building, people go into that kiosk. And then they get our nurse there. They get treated there. And if they need further treatment like surgeries, they're brought into the hospital. So we're looking at the 5,000 patient capacity, to be able to run the hospital. So it's a hybrid model of, the bed and hospital. So the rest of what you're talking about, it's for the medical school. It's not our investment. That's the investment of the medical school, and it's called the Great Lakes University of Kisumu. So that one is launching here in the next quarter, and, they're going to be able to have over 2,000, students, and they're going to basically increase the bed capacity to 5,000 when they get started to operate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When do you expect that to happen?
Yeah, they're starting the next quarter, and the implementation will take 18 months for them to be able to run the medical school, have the 2,000 units for medical students already built and completed, and the medical school running full-time, and at that time will be a 5,000 full bed capacity for the entire hospital.
For the entire hospital?
Yes.
I mean, you also talk about, having a patient foot traffic of about 20,000 people?
No. Per day we're talking of 5,000, when it's full capacity. Yeah, but right now we are doing thousands of patients, a month. We are doing at least 6,000, patients coming in for treatment. Yes, we're way above our normal target for treatment, because you look at return on investment. How are we doing that? We get enough money and we invest in the system. We are able to take care of our employees, suppliers, and, every other person that is in the community, and keep expanding, the hospital.
Is the government involved in this project?
Not directly, because the government is a client through National Hospital Insurance Fund, which is going to be SHIF. So the SHIF clients, which are the government clients, which are the majority of the people that live in the area, when they come in the hospital, they are treated without paying copay. So if you live in the area, or you are Kenyan, and you want to come in for treatment in the hospital, if you have NHIF, which is transitioning to SHIF, you'll be treated without paying copayment, in Hamptons Hospital. So when you come there, you show your card. If you've paid your premium, we'll be able to treat you without paying any co-payments.
Before I let you go, I just want to understand things. I mean, if you remove Julius Mwale from the equation,
exactly,
what will become of Mwale Medical and Technology City?
Yeah, you remove Julius Mwale of the equation. Julius Mwale is the face, for the vision of the people. Because as we said, 80% of the entire land of this city, it's owned by the community. So you remove Julius Mwale or you keep him there, community is the face of the entire, project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do we expect to see in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, we expect to see the expansion of this project in Africa. Today, we already have a presence in Central Africa, Southern Africa, West Africa, and this week, we are launching in South America. So within the next 5 years, we are looking at this project, becoming, the epicenter of the economic development and transformation for 1 billion people that live in rural areas in Africa.
In Africa?
Yes.
What else do we need to know before I let you go?
Yes, so what I wanted to talk about is that we have a program that has expanded to help poor families pay for healthcare premiums. And we started, doing marathons with Athletic Kenya. So we did one inaugural in December, we did a health walk in April, and we did a cross country in August. And what we do is that when the sponsors sponsor these races that we've run here, we use that money to pay for healthcare premiums for poor families. And when they have those premiums with NHIF, they can now come here and get free treatment.
Julius Mwale, thank you very much indeed for joining us this morning, and of course for sharing with us your insights.
Thank you so much.
Your time is highly appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Very good indeed.
Thank you.
I mean, well, that's the story of Mwale Medical Technology City here in Butere County. I mean, in Butere sub-county of Kakamega County. We'll continue to explore more and, of course, give you more. I mean, we have barely scratched the surface. There's more that we're going to discuss here with the founder and the CEO of Mwale Medical and Technology City. My name is O'Brien Kimani. Back to you in Broadcasting House, Vivian Degwa.